water.
One of nature's most precious resources.
And we ran out of it again.
It was pretty rough this time, no joke.
Cheese.
She's got cheese. Say cheese.
Cheese.
What do we got here?
I've got an ice everywhere but this bag, bro. Be careful.
Hi, everybody. So we are currently in the truck, munching on burritos.
That's our destination up there, the Oregon Peak.
Wait, which spike is it?
That's the big spike.
The tallest spike?
The littlest spike.
The smallest spike?
The spike that could.
I think I spike.
Here, record Wesley's spiked face.
I think I spike.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
I know, right? That's the valley we're taking. Once we got there, it was nice. Like, it was still morning time. It was fresh, and
It didn't make climbing uphill so rough.
no, not at all. But going uphill with the packs full was kind of a hard part because we climbed over 1,000 feet in elevation the first
we were
day.
taking breaks every like 20 to 25 minutes, to be honest, because it was pretty heavy.
Yeah. Hit 1,000 feet, we noticed like the vegetation and the trees and everything up in the canyon started changing.
Yeah, I went from desert to pine tree type, Lincoln Forest type stuff.
Yeah, it was super cool. We decided to take a break on that big flat rock.
Yeah,
and
there's some pictures of us on our Instagram, so you can see the legendary big flat rock.
And now. Dance. That's swell.
This trip sucks already.
You can't make jokes or else I can't keep the old man face.
You gotta keep the old man face. It's hot.
Sounds like you got Botox, dude. And then we ended up reaching a bunch of thick brush. So we had to machete our way through it. It was pretty rough.
The machete pretty much went dull pretty quick, and it was just so much work trying to cut through the brush that...
And you needed a big swing on the machete, which we didn't have in such a narrow trail. It was like brushy to the point that you're like just surrounded in thorns. Like that one part in The Lion King when Simba's running from...
the hyenas?
Running from the hyenas, man. That's how thorny it got in some spots, no joke.
Yeah, the mesquite bushes and trees were rough because they would just be hidden in the bush, and next thing you know, you just get stabbed by it.
Yep.
But, I mean, we just quit cutting through it. We just basically put our heads down and barreled through it.
Yep. I'd use my hat to cover my face, and I wasn't even looking where I was stepping. I was just following the trail, one foot in front of the other.
Yep. So there was a point where the brush like let up. We were able to get through it, and it opened up, and we were so relieved.
And we noticed there was no cairns.
Yeah, and what cairns are basically are to signify that you're on the path or on a trail. It's basically rocks that are stacked up. And it doesn't matter which way you stack them up, as long as you see rocks that are abnormally stacked up. Not by nature, but by a person.
Yeah,
so this guy...
We saw a pile of rocks, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to build a cairn. So then I started digging through the pile of rocks, and guess, Lord behold, a rattlesnake started rattling at me.
This guy finds rattlesnakes every time.
Yep, so I decided that I'd make a cairn in a different place.
Luckily, we were actually really close to the Narrows at that point. We were within half a mile. And it got a little thick, and the vegetation was really green at this point. Really green. It little bit of thorns here and there, but it just turned into more like vines and just softer, more forgiving brush.
Softer, longer grass.
Except there was a part it wasn't unforgiving. I hit some kind of poison ivy or I hit some kind of poison something because I brushed up against it, and I instantly felt a pain on my arm, on my left arm, and I saw hives start building up, and I knew it. I was like, dang it. It was like, why the left elbow? The last time it was a bee that stung me on the left elbow. This time it was some plant that got me.
He's got that camping AIDS on the left elbow.
And he's got that rattlesnake rattle.
I got that. Serious face. Okay. Nothing like a little slap to the face to make you not laugh.
Water.
Water.